Welcome to the deep dive. We're here to, cut through the noise and get you truly well informed. Today, we're diving into something pretty interesting for anyone watching market trends. It's the Deviation Trend Profile, developed by BigBeluga. A lot of us, we struggle sometimes to see if a trend is real, if it's solid, or just, market chatter. This tool, it promises to give you that clarity. It's all about dissecting trend quality.
That's exactly right. Our mission today is really to unpack this profile. At its heart, it's about quantifying how price is acting relative to its average movement and its typical volatility.
Right.
It's not just another trend line. What's unique here is it combines the slope of a simple moving average, the SMA.
Which is just the average price over a period, yeah.
Exactly, the average price. It combines that slope with deviation bands based on ATR.
ATR, okay. And for anyone big or newer to that, ATR is average true range. It's basically a measure of volatility, right? How much prices tend to bounce around.
Precisely. So you're blending average direction with typical volatility range. That gives us this unique lens on trend quality, not just is it going up or down.
Okay, so it's deeper than just direction. What's the first, key component here that really helps us cut through that noise you mentioned?
Well, we start with the immediate action points, the trend signals. These are basically colored circles that pop up right when a trend might be reversing.
Ah, okay.
The real insight, I think, is how clear they are. They're explicit signals designed to cut through that market chop, letting you spot genuine shifts maybe earlier than you might otherwise. They give you a really clear marker for a potential bullish start or, a bearish one, a distinct timing advantage potentially.
So they're not just decoration. They're literally saying, hey, look here, something important might be shifting. That clarity, especially for potential entries, sounds incredibly valuable. But okay, once a trend seems to be underway, how do you quickly judge its strength?
Just at a glance.
Yeah.
Yeah, good question. That's where the SMA gradient coloring is really neat. The SMA line itself actually changes color dynamically based on its slope, its direction.
Oh, interesting.
So it's not just telling you the direction, it's giving you an instant visual cue about the trend's momentum. Is it picking up steam? Is it starting to flatten out? You see it right away.
I like that. Visual simplicity, but packed with info. Then you've got the trend duration label. It's a label above the histogram telling you how many bars the current trend has lasted. Why is duration important?
Well, it gives you a quick feel for the trend's persistence. Is this a brand new thing just starting? Or is it a mature, established trend that maybe it's getting a bit tired, maybe due for a pause?
Right, context.
Exactly, context. It helps avoid chasing maybe a short-lived spike or panicking during a small pullback in a longer move. Adds confidence. Or maybe a bit of caution.
Okay, so understanding its life cycle, basically. Makes sense. Now, something that sounds a little more technical, the trend distribution histogram. Can you sort of break down what that visual profile is actually showing us, simply put?
Yeah, sure. Think of it maybe like watching an athlete. How much time do they spend in different speed zones on a track? This histogram is a visual breakdown. It shows how often the price closed within those different deviation bands over the trend's look-back period.
Okay.
So it's not just if there's a trend, but how the price is actually behaving inside that trend. Is it sticking close to the average, suggesting control, or is it constantly pushing out to the edges?
So it's like a frequency map of price behavior relative to its average path. That sounds powerful. It helps understand the internal dynamics, the personality of the trend.
Exactly. Personality is a good word for it.
And speaking of those bands, the deviation labels and zones, they're clearly marked. Amity, Udadi, Daraji2, consistent colors. You call this trend strength insight. What's the practical takeaway from seeing price hit those different zones?
Think of these zones as like a real-time health check for the trend. They show how far the price is stretching away from its average, but measured in terms of its own typical volatility.
Okay.
So if price is consistently hanging out in the 9E1 zone, that often suggests a pretty tight controlled trend. But if it starts pushing out to 9E or even line 3 and staying there, that signals significant strength. Or potentially could mean it's getting overextended, maybe nearing exhaustion. It helps you gauge that stretch.
Got it. So pulling this all together, what does it mean for you, our listener? This deviation trend profile from BigBeluga, it seems to offer a powerful shortcut to getting really well informed about market trends. It combines that visual ease of use with some pretty deep analytical power. It goes beyond just simple trend following to give you these critical insights into the quality of the trend.
Yeah, it really does bring together direction, duration, strength, and volatility quite seamlessly, all in one part.
On a sample 1-minute time frame, applying this deviation trend profile just for entries combined with a simple take-profit exit strategy.
Okay.
And the statistics from this test are, frankly, astounding.
Let's hear them. What's truly remarkable here, based on the report, is the exceptional profitability.
How exceptional.
It indicates that out of 15 total trades taken during the test period, all 15 were profitable.
Wait, all of them, 100%?
100% profitable
Really?
trade rate, yes.
Yeah.
Which, as you know, is incredibly rare and, well, highly desirable in any trading strategy.
Understatement of the year.
It suggests every single entry signal, when paired with that specific take profit, led to a positive return in this test run.
Wow.
So, stepping back, the deviation trend profile itself, as a tool, it stands out.
Yeah.
It seems like an exceptionally powerful tool for, well, advanced trend detection and for truly understanding how price behaves within volatility. It provides both those critical visual cues we talked about.
Colors, the circle.
Right, and those potential entry signals, alongside the deeper histogram analysis. It's quite comprehensive.
It definitely sounds like more than just a simple crossover indicator. It's offering a framework.
It seems so.
Okay, so to wrap up, considering the truly remarkable potential shown in that testing again, with a caveat about the profit factor, what does that profit factor of zero paradox tell you, our listener, about the importance of critical thinking, even when you're faced with seemingly perfect results on paper?
Yeah, that's the interesting part.
How does it encourage you to question assumptions, maybe, to dig deeper when evaluating any tool or strategy, not just this one?
It's a great reminder, isn't it? Never take results purely at face value, especially when something seems off.
Definitely something to mull on. Always look under the hood.